But Crowhurst was now dangerously behind schedule. All but one of the other sailors were underway. He'd lost any chance of winning the trophy for first man home. And to win the £5,000 cash prize, he'd have to sail the world faster than any of the racers ahead of him, through a southern ocean that was already claiming casualties.
Che Blythe and John Ridgway had been knocked out of the race. Big seas had seen them off. It was the first inkling that this was not just an adventure, but a very dangerous undertaking.
Don was showing a lot of courage. He was well aware of the risks, but he felt he was capable of getting through it.
Dear now was a publicity machine at full blast. I was there as a journalist. I was producing a film. I could see that the schedule was tight, but when I got to Teignmouth, it was chaos, total chaos.
It took far longer for you to come around from the East Coast than you had originally planned. What sort of pressures has this put on you as a result?
Oh, it's a week less. It means less time, you know, the schedule would have that much tighter.
I thought there's chaos here, you know, that's worrying.
Can you bring the dinghy around this side, Robert?
The BBC people were watching it. You could see that they saw that this wasn't how it should be.
I told the cameraman, this is a voyage that's not going to happen. It's not going to succeed. Just film what is really happening. Film the chaos of it all, which he did. With 3 or 4 days to go, there was so much still to be done by so many different people who got in each other's way. He had lost track of what was happening on this boat.
Of course, you realise I've got to have the equipment tonight. He won't be on the boat if it's not put on tonight.
At that stage, people began to say to him, "Are you sure?" Everything. All right. Have you really considered what you're doing?
He was getting more and more exhausted and more rattled. He was bright and cheerful for the interviews, but the minute the camera stopped, his face dropped.
Because essentially it's a personal story. And then if I can ask you,
Do you feel you're up against it with the time limit?
I don't think there are too many things that are of any importance that will remain undone. Most of it is taken care of, and I think that I'm not lacking in any great respect. You know, there's nothing essential that's missing.
The last day in Teignmouth, Claire and I took him off a walk along the seafront. He just sat there, withdrawn and trembling, saying, "It isn't ready, the boat isn't ready." And as we walked back, we met Stanley Best, the sponsor, and Rodney Holworth, who stood to make a lot of money if it succeeded and nothing if it failed. So, when he told them he couldn't go, the boat wasn't ready, they said, "Donald, tomorrow, it's October the 31st, the very last day to go. You have to go."
What do you think of the weather tomorrow? I would think this time of year the southwesterly wind. Probably.
It was unstoppable. There was so much at stake. How could he say, I can't go? At the least, he faced ridicule and embarrassment. What would he be in his own eyes if he didn't go?
Now we turn to Teignmouth in South Devon, on the last day on which Donald Crowhurst could start on his round-the-world voyage. The rules of the Sunday Times race say that all competitors must have started by the end of October. And at 3 o'clock this afternoon, after innumerable delays, start Mr. Crowhurst did.
How many can you manage? What about
Kids? Yeah, all right. We're looking terribly short of time. The pilot's waiting. I'm awfully sorry.
I remember going on a small rowboat with my brothers and my sister, and my father kissing us goodbye. It wasn't a feeling of sadness so much as excitement. But I suppose there was a feeling also at the back of my mind, well, I don't quite know what's going to happen next.
the children are oblivious to the danger without any doubt. And it's just as well, really.
Well, she's left Teignmouth at last. The 41-foot trimaran Teignmouth Electron. At the helm, Donald Crowhurst. This 36-year-old engineer, who even at this last stage hasn't given up the idea of recording the fastest time. Yes, he's got this yellow one-piece suit on and still his tie. And out here, too, is his wife, Claire, and 4 young children. They're all very small, chatting, bye-bye, Daddy. Oh, something's gone wrong out there. He's taking a tour game. Something, I think, has gone wrong with the sail. She's being towed back. Oh, this is a tragedy.
The buoyancy bag at the top of the mast was fouled. The sails wouldn't go up.
Well, there was a delay of only 2 hours. By 5 o'clock, Mr. Crowhurst's trimaran was being towed out a mile from the shore, and a cannon shot marked the official start of his raid round the world.
All I could see was this tiny figure and what seemed to be a minute boat disappearing over the horizon.
Nowadays, with GPS, you can pinpoint your position to within a few feet on any portion of the globe. In the 60s, that just wasn't the case. Don Crowhurst sailed over the horizon and effectively into oblivion.
I don't think people understand what it was like in those days. Pre-special foods, pre-weather forecasts, pre-satellites.
Cette solitude qui allait durer des mois. Quand vous êtes longtemps en mer comme ça, jour après jour, vous avez l'horizon infini. Et je pense que quelqu'un peut avoir peur de cette immensité. Mais à la fois, c'est vous qui décidez aussi. Vous êtes aussi un petit Dieu vis-à-vis de vous-même. Et je pense que Bernard avait trouvé son univers.